Hey guys, it's Megan, and yes, this is my face. Hi. Hello. I just got bit by a bug. That's great. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my first ever Q&A video. If you see me looking down at any point in this video, that's because I wrote down all of the questions on my iPad so that I could obviously remember them. And since this is the first video where I am showing my face, well, it's not really, but everyone always asks me in the comments oh, can you do a face reveal? Can you show your face? And I've actually shown my face before, quite a few times when I first started my channel. But the main reason that I don't show my face is just because my camera's microphone is crap, and which that's what this is. If you were wondering, I got a little microphone so that hopefully the audio wouldn't be so bad. And truthfully, it's just a lot easier to not show my face because let's be real, I look like a hot mess 99% of the time. I look like a hot mess right now. Whenever I used to show my face in my older videos, I would get so many comments being like, oh my gosh, you're so ugly. Thanks, I have a mirror, I know. I don't really know what to tell you. I tried, okay? And people would always complain that I look in the viewfinder too much, which is true, and that I would play with my hair too much, which is true. My videos just kind of are better without my face in them, if that makes sense. Alright, I'm just gonna have to ignore the wind. The next question is who/what inspired you to start a YouTube channel? And I don't really think that there was ever one thing that made me go, oh, I'm gonna be a YouTuber when I grow up. But when I was 10, I really loved the show iCarly. And one of my friends and I, we used to make these little videos, and they were called I, Megan, because I had brown hair, so I was Carly, and she had blonde hair, so she was Sam, because that's how your brain works when you're 10, apparently. And we filmed them on my iPod Nano, which it's a good thing that we didn't really have the technology to get those to the internet because... And when I was in middle school, I was really obsessed with channels like, Graveyard Girl, Bethany Moda, SoCraftastic, Still Babe 09, so I thought that I was going to be a beauty guru. Thankfully, those videos have been deleted. And then we come to this channel, which this channel actually was originally a collab channel because those were popular back when I made this channel. That did not work out. It lasted for 2 videos, and then it just ended up being my channel for some reason. I guess I don't actually know why. But so I obviously changed the name to just my name, and here we are. And what got me started into doing craft videos was kind of by accident. Whenever pop sockets first came out, I was like, oh, I can make one of those. So I did, and the video did okay. So I was like, oh, I actually like making crafts, and I should do this. So that is what I did. The next question is, how long do your videos take to make? And honestly, kind of a long time, especially now that the YouTube algorithm, they prefer videos that are longer than 10 minutes, and it definitely depends on the video. But for something like a sketchbook ideas video, I would say that my last one probably took me about 10 to 15 hours to film, and maybe 8 hours to edit. And that's actually an improvement. I used iMovie up until March, which definitely if you're just starting YouTube, that's decent software, works pretty good, but I finally bit the bullet. I got Final Cut Pro, and it is so much easier to edit now. I really wish I would have gotten it sooner. Another question that I got is, what's your favorite sketch that you made in your sketchbook videos? And probably the one that I used for my profile picture. It's I'll just put it here. The next question is, how did you grow your YouTube channel? And, well, very slowly. But mostly I just tried to follow trends and kind of put my own spin on it. When Stranger Things came out, I used to do Reckless Journal videos, which I had to take a lot of them down because of the whole COPPA thing, which they actually might be okay. I just kind of got scared and took a bunch of stuff down. Or when fidget spinners came out, I made a how to make a fidget spinner video, and that did pretty good. So definitely just kind of look for different trends and see how you can incorporate them into your content. The next question is kind of a fun one. It is, what was your favorite childhood TV show? And that would definitely depend on what age that I was or what year it was, but in general, I'd probably say Drake and Josh or The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. And we actually didn't have cable until I was in 7th grade, so when I was 7, it was either Arthur or Judge Judy, so there's that. Going along with that question is, what is your current favorite TV show? And I try to think of what is currently actually still making new seasons for this question. So of things that are currently in production or, will resume production, my favorites are Young Sheldon, American Housewife, and The Goldbergs. Someone else asked, what is your favorite type of art / craft? And my favorite type of art to do is probably with alcohol-based markers or paint. I really like these type of drawings that I do, but I don't do them as much because they take longer, and some, like, I've messed up a couple of them, like, really badly. And my favorite type of crafts to make is anything that's, like, useful once you're done making it. So things like room decor, clothes, jewelry, stuff like that. And the next question is, which things in art would you like to improve on? And I would really like to improve at digital art so that I could design merch more easily, and just, you know, drawing in general, because, I mean, I think I have gotten a little bit better, but, you know, you could always improve, like, obviously, like, no matter who you are, you could always get better. The next question, you guys are probably going to expect me to say something different than I'm going to say, but it is, who is your favorite YouTuber? I don't really have a favorite YouTuber. Like, I have a bunch of YouTubers that I watch, but there's not really anyone that's like, oh my gosh, like the second that they upload a video, I have to watch it. It definitely changes a lot. I really like the channel MacZBoss, and she does a series called Dance Moms Uncovered, and I think that it's so, like, interesting. It's so good. I mean, I love I loved Dance Moms because apparently they're not getting a new season. I also really like this channel called Defunctland, where he used to do, like, history of, like, theme park rides, but now he does more, like, history of different old TV shows. I like the channel Smoky Glow. I don't really keep up with, like, YouTube drama other than her channel, just because I think that she's really, like, nice to listen to. I pretty much have a new favorite YouTuber, like, every week, so. Oh, this is a good one. Do you have any videos that you hated entirely and scrapped the whole thing? Oh my gosh, so many. Like, you guys have no idea. Probably at least, like, 3 every month. I'll film it, and then I'll be like, oh wow, I hate this. So if you wonder why I don't really post as much, that would be why. I was gonna do a video on, like, how to tie-dye with acrylic paint, but it did not work out. It failed pretty miserably. Here, I'll show you what the shirt ended up turning out like. Like, I used more colors than yellow, but yeah, so that failed. That's just kind of how things go sometimes, and you kind of just have to throw the whole thing away and move on to the next one. What is your favorite food? Blasted cheddar goldfish, which is, like, an oddly specific answer, but I love goldfish. How many siblings do you have? I have 1. I have a sister. Her name's Amanda. How do you stay motivated to keep drawing regularly? I mean, I like doing it, so, you know, that's a plus. And making the 5 ways to fill your sketchbook videos and just other drawing videos in general kind of motivates me. I'm gonna do it for a video that, like, kind of helps me get it done, if that makes sense. Here's one. How do you react to hate? Usually I just ignore it, but, you know, I feel like a lot of people are too quick to dismiss things as hate nowadays. Like, I definitely, like, read the comment, and if they're right, then I'll try to fix it, you know? I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my gosh, every single little criticism is hate. What got you started making art? You know, I was always, like, pretty crafty as a kid, and I always kind of just made stuff. Like, I didn't really do sports or have any really hobbies, so that's what I did instead. When I was little, I was obsessed with American Girl dolls, but I wouldn't really, like, you know, play with them. I would just make stuff for them. Like, I would make them clothes, and I would make them furniture, and, like, stuff like that. And growing up, I always liked making DIY room decor. I was always redoing my room. As for, like, drawing, I always, like, could draw okay, but I didn't really do much outside of art class. Like, I could always kind of copy a picture okay. If you go back and watch some of my older Wreck This Journal videos, like, I would just copy pictures. Like, I wouldn't actually draw anything original, which, you know, you gotta start somewhere. But that Wreck This Journal series kind of inspired me to want to, I guess, learn how to actually draw without needing to, like, copy a picture, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what got me into drawing up to now. But, like, when I was a kid, I didn't really draw that much. The next question is, how old are you? And I get this question all the time, and I really hate it because I'm old, okay? Like, now I understand why my grandma used to always say she was older than dirt whenever I asked her how old she was. But I'm 22, so that's unfortunate. Please don't unsubscribe. The next question is, are you self-taught or have you taken art lessons? I took art class in school. I took maybe like one art class every year just because like I liked it and it was fun, but I never really took it seriously. Like looking back, I definitely wish that I had. But other than that, I've taught myself to draw using tutorials that I found online and just kind of practicing, see what works, see what doesn't. You guys definitely don't see everything. And everyone says this, but it is definitely true. The only way to get better is just to practice. The next question is, what is your favorite art video that you've ever made? And it's not really, I mean, I have a couple videos that I really like. One of my favorite videos was the first fidget spinner video that I ever made, because that was the first time like I had a video do really well. But that was definitely cool. I mean, it was kind of also not though, because once I had that video, people like were making whole channels just pretending to be me, and that's also part of the reason that I stopped showing my face. You know, people were just taking all my videos and re-uploading them to other channels and just pretending to be me pretty much. Yeah, that just was a little bit weird. And also my first 5 ways to fill your sketchbook video, I mean, obviously the art in that video is not the best. I mean, nothing that I do is the best though, let's be honest. Like, that's not what this channel is about. But I like that one because it started the whole series, you know? And it's still something that I do now. Oh, this one. Upload schedule. Truthfully, I don't have one, because if I did have one, then I would just fail and disappoint everybody and disappoint myself. And I do try to post at least once a week. I'm shooting for twice a week during the summer. But as for like the days, I'm sorry. I'm a terrible YouTuber. Like, we all know this. The next question is, do you have any pets? And I used to have a cat named Lucky. She was actually my great aunt's cat, but unfortunately my great aunt passed away, so I took her in and I had her for about 5 years before she passed away. My parents offered to get me a cat for Christmas this year, but you know, that's kind of been put on hold. But I am planning on adopting another cat. Whenever that happens, you know, you guys will be the first to know. If you ever see a cat in my videos, because I know some people have asked like, oh, is that your new cat? That's actually my sister's cat. His name's Thomas. He's kind of a butt. He gets into everything, but we love him. And my family also has a dog, and his name's Briar. Oh, here we go. Do you have a boyfriend? No. But someone actually asked me if I had a husband, which, if I had a husband, like, why would my bedroom look like this? Like, I mean, maybe they didn't watch that video, but no. Like, what husband do you know that would agree to that? And also, I have like a twin-size bed. Like, that would not work out. All right, the next question is, where do you get your ideas? And a lot of places. Like, a lot of times I'll get them from something that I see or do in real life, or other times I'll get them from Pinterest, or sometimes TikTok. That's definitely a good place to go for like more trendy-ish ideas, I guess. And also Instagram. Here's another one. What are your other hobbies? Honestly, this is kind of what I do most of the time. This kind of is my hobby. But whenever I need a break from this, I like to run or do different workouts, which I hurt my foot, so running is kind of not happening at the moment, which is kind of sad. I've been using like the elliptical and stuff. But other than that, you know, my life is pretty boring at the moment. What's your favorite color? Purple. And what's your favorite like craft store? They just said favorite store, but I guess for craft stores it's Michael's. Because it's the closest craft store that I have. And for like clothes and stuff, I would probably say Target has actually had some pretty decent stuff. Like this shirt I got from Target, like, I don't know, I like it. Or, you know, like PacSun or Brandy Melville, American Eagle, Victoria's Secret, like those kind of places. The next question is, what is your favorite Starbucks drink? So I probably only go to Starbucks a couple times a year just because, you know, $6 for a drink is a little excessive in my opinion. So like only if I'm on vacation or something. But when I do go, my favorite thing to get is a skinny salted caramel mocha frappuccino. They're like technically like a fall thing, but they'll make it for you any time of year. It just doesn't have the salt on it. Another question that I got is, how do you save up for art supplies? So I probably have a few more art supplies than the average person. And the main reason is that I've collected them over a long period of time. Like, obviously I didn't just go out and buy my whole craft room all at once. This is kind of a weird tip that I have, but one of the ways that I actually save money is by keeping my stuff organized. If you've seen my craft room makeover series, my craft room was a mess and you could not find anything in there. So I would end up buying doubles of things that I already had. So since now I organized everything, I know where everything is. So that's one way that I save money. And I also use a lot of recycled materials like cardboard. I use that a lot to keep the cost down. How many sketchbooks have you filled? About 2.5. The next question is, can you show us some of your old artwork from when you were a kid? I have these Powerpuff Girl drawings for some reason that I must have done when I was either 5 or 6. And I drew this picture that we have in our hallway for my mom for Mother's Day. That was in like 3rd or 4th grade. And I made this mask in middle school. But I actually didn't start drawing like consistently until about 2 years ago. All right. Oh, this is a fun one. What are some old trends that you would want to bring back? I mean, just any crafting trends in general, if we could bring back, that would be great. Like duct tape crafts. Like, I'm kind of sad that I missed out on that like trend when it was a trend on YouTube. I used to love doing those. Ooh, or perler beads. You guys know, I actually still use perler beads a lot. And DIY room decor. I always liked doing that, but it's not really like a trend anymore. Ooh, my butt hurts. I've been sitting on this ground for like an hour. The next question is, how tall are you? 5'7". Do you paint things for your family? Yeah, I always like draw or paint cards for people's birthday and like different holidays and stuff. And last year I actually started giving people these like mini canvases instead of a card because I never know what to write inside the cards. So that way, like, since it's this, then I can just write, you know, like happy birthday 2020 or something and like be done with it. I'm really bad with words. If this channel wasn't about art, what would you do it about, or would you even have one? That is a good question. If I didn't do these videos, I guess I could probably do like ASMR or something. Since I always get like comments about my voice, I tried doing that once on this channel. It did not go well. Like, I'm sorry, I probably like really confused some people. But like people kept saying like, oh, you should do it, but I probably should have made a different channel to do it. Or I could just be like one of those channels that like reads random posts off Reddit, I guess. Do people still do that? Yeah, you know, like the arts and crafts videos definitely aren't as good for like the YouTube algorithm, I guess, but like I like making them, so do what you love, kids. I don't know. What am I even saying? The last question, how much does it cost per year to do YouTube? And honestly, that depends on a lot of things. It depends, first of all, on what kind of videos that you make, what kind of equipment that you have or that you want. It kind of depends on like how long your equipment lasts. For example, one of my studio lights in my craft room just burnt out, so I had to get another one. So that cost me like 50 bucks. Or like last year, my computer decided to die, so that cost me like $3,000, which I was not expecting. Obviously, like if you make arts and crafts videos, that's gonna cost a little bit more than, say, like somebody that just does commentary. I mean, I would think, I don't know. I don't obviously do commentary, so I don't know how much it costs. All you really need is your phone to start a YouTube channel, to be honest. And you can kind of decide like what else you would need from there. So yeah, that was everything for today's video. Huge thank you to everyone who sent in questions, and if I didn't get to your question, I'm sorry. Maybe just leave it down below and I can answer a few more. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos just like this one. My merch, my website, and all of my social media will be linked down below. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!